If I told you that more than 50% of the cells in my body are not human, would you believe me? If I told you that more than 50% of the cells in your body are also not human, how would you feel about that? How's it, guys? I am Gus, the African plant hunter, and I am here at a trade show in Nuremberg, Germany, where I am promoting the benefits of this magnificent fruit, the Baobab Tanzania digitata. And this is the second part in a three-part series where I'm talking specifically about the health benefits. And our topic for today is the microbiome. And yes, it is indeed true that more than 50% of the cells in my body and your body are not human. They are in fact bacteria, and they are very, very important to your health. Now, we scientists are just really beginning to understand how critical the microbiome is. The microbiome centered around your intestine, your gut, millions and millions of bacteria, up to at least 1,000 species that we know of, and they play an incredibly critical role in maintaining your health, immune system, brain health, cognitive function, etc., etc. And it's actually really the new frontier of science. Now, where does this fit in with the Baobab? Well, let me tell you a story. A few years ago, a group of scientists wanted to go and investigate a hunter-gatherer tribe in Tanzania called the Hadza, to go and look at their diet, because they were eating a diet which is very similar to what people refer to as the paleo diet, and to really understand what the impacts on their health from consuming this diet. And they looked at them and they found that their microbiome, their intestinal microbiome, was 20% more diverse than a Westerner's. And in fact, one of the researchers, a professor called Tim Spector, he himself went and lived with them and consumed the same diet as them. And when he came back, he measured his own intestinal microbiome and indeed found that it was 20% more diverse than it had been before. Now, there's many things in their diet, but one of the staples is this, and they consume this pretty much every day throughout the year. One of the very few things they do consume regularly, because the Baobab fruit is able to store for up to 2 years and retain its nutritional goodness. So this is something that they can eat at any time of year. And what is so special about Baobab that promotes diversity of the microbiome? Well, it's all in the fiber. And I've told you guys before, more than 50% of the Baobab fruit powder is fiber, which is split almost equally between soluble and insoluble. And that fiber creates an ideal growing medium for healthy gut bacteria. So 1 or 2 spoonfuls of Baobab fruit powder every day, consumed whatever way you find it. And one of the great things, by the way, about Baobab is that it is absolutely delicious. So you can blend it in loads of different ways to consume it. 1 or 2 teaspoons a day will make sure that your biome is healthy, your microbiome is healthy, and that is going to keep you strong and fit and keep your brain working. Recent research has also shown a very strong link between the microbiome and prevention of Alzheimer's, by the way. So those of you who are slightly worried that you keep repeating yourself, might find that a regular dose of Baobab will sort that out. Alright guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Gus, the African plant hunter. We've never met before. This is what I love to do, talking about African plants, African trees. There is so much more on my YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, africanplanthunter.com. I do hope to see you again. I will catch you later. Bye.